Swin, it looks like you made some new friends over there. What do you guys got going on?
Wait a minute, Amy. Yes, we have a few new friends on set here. Thank you. I'm pleased to be joined by head coach of the Kansas Jayhawks, Bill Self, and also head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, Hubert Davis. Thanks, coaches. We appreciate you for joining us today.
It's good being here.
Well, let's just jump right into this. And Hubert, I'm going to start with you because you look at your team, right, and you look at the way this season has gone. And I look back to that game against Pittsburgh, that 9-point loss. Since that game,
why are you going there?
You know why I'm going
this
there?
is supposed to be a positive show.
Look, let me.
Why are you going there?
I'm going to take you there with this one, Hubert, because there seemed to be a change from that game. You're 11-1 since that game. You're 11-1 to get here to the national championship. So talk to me about what it took for your team to get here.
Well, that not just after the Pittsburgh game. I really feel like over the last 2.5 months that for the first part we've gotten better defensively. And we've talked about what allows us to have success out there on the floor. And for us to be really good, we have to be good on the defensive end. I really feel like we've made a change in that area. Rebounding has always been big for us. We always crash the offensive glass, but I think from a defensive standpoint, trying to limit teams to one shot every possession. But I think the biggest part is taking care of the basketball. At the beginning of the year, we're throwing the ball all over the place. You can't play good defense if you're turning the ball over. Our guards, RJ Davis and Caleb Love, have done a terrific job of making good decisions, and that's allowed us to get on transition and play on the offensive end. And we got a number of dynamic guards and bigs that can shoot the ball from the outside. I really think that's played a part in our success late in the season.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach Self, I know you are no stranger to being at this tournament, but to have this opportunity to make it to the championship game, when did you know your team was seasoned and ready for this opportunity?
I probably really thought we had a chance after the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah.
We were pretty consistent all year long, but we were never consistently really good. We would play games good enough to get by, and I felt like we started turning it on in the Big 12 tournament. And like Hubert said, we didn't guard anybody early on, and we got better defensively. And we got better rebounding the ball. We don't rebound it like these guys, but we got better rebounding it. And we had scored the ball pretty well. And when we played our best, we didn't score the ball because we had to realize we need to guard. And now hopefully they're just kind of coming together.
Renee and I couldn't stay away. We had to run over and join you guys. Coach, good to see you again. I know we were in Philadelphia last weekend. Yeah. I wanted you to share with these guys a little bit more conversation we touched on, just looking at your calendar year as a whole and when you took over this program last year and what this has been like for your family and the pressure that you faced even when in February some people were calling for your name to get fired at this program. How have you come to this moment now? It's true. I saw a headline.
Negative.
Hey,
I'm the only positive
don't
guy
do that
here.
to me, Coach.
How about you ask me some questions?
No.
You guys are playing great, Hubert, aren't you?
Thank
You're playing
Coach
great.
Self.
That was a beautiful game last night.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness.
Hubert.
Hubert, let me ask you a question.
Right, Hubert, don't do that to me.
Because he doesn't want it. Listen, synergy is really important. I feel you. You're here with a team that's amazing, and I just want to know from that game that you guys played, what's left in the tank, Coach? Because that was that was like the championship game that happened, but you need one more. What's left in the tank for your guys?
Well, obviously our goal wasn't just to win the semifinal game in the Final Four. Our goal was to be the last team standing, to be able to cut down those nets and have those tears of joy and hugs of happiness of winning a national championship. And so, you get to the Final Four, you're going to have to play two good teams in order to cut down the nets. And so that was our expectation. All year long, we understand what's at stake and what we need to focus on. And even though it was a great win for all of our guys in our program last night, what we have to focus on is our preparation and our practice to put ourselves in a position to play our best. And that's where we're focused on a great Kansas team.
I wanted to just say congratulations to both of y'all coaches on being here. I know that it's a lot to get here, so congratulations and keeping the positive vibes going. Okay? Keeping the positive.
Wait a minute. We played at UConn, and I think that and we can say this, and Hubert knows this, and that's why you bring it up, because if you're not learning from what happened previous, how are you going to correct that when you get down
No,
the road
you're
to
right.
like now? So
You're right. Okay.
it's never negative for you, Coach. It's always positive because I think you're definitely an example
My
of it.
sincerest apologies. Really, I'm looking you right in the eye
Look
right
at
now.
this eye contact. I
know.
like
I'm
that.
You guys are hilarious.
You don't have to
I love it here.
apologize.
Yes, I do.
We're
No,
playing
but
for the
Coach Self,
championship
I know,
tomorrow
you're
night.
right. Nobody's
I know.
going to shed a tears. But Coach Self, I wanted to ask you, so Ochai Agbaji's been playing at a high level
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Coming off of this last game. Remy Martin peaks at the right time. Can you just talk about playing your best ball going into the tournament, but even better going into the championship game?
Well, I think that in the tournament we played really well defensively. We haven't shot the ball consistently well. And then last night, the league, second half against Miami, and last night the league came off. And so that was great to see our guys shoot the ball well from three because we haven't. And so I think we're confident. I think obviously the Tar Heels are confident. They've strung together 5 great games in the tournament. And last night's game was a special game. It could have been better, though, if it had gone 3 overtimes. It could have been better, but it was a special game.
No, I know. I love it. And for you, Coach Davis, I just want to ask you this question because we talk about just coaching and obviously being the first-time head coach at North Carolina, but also what you mean to other young coaches that are coming in, especially African-American coaches. You have the opportunity to be the 5th coach to win a national championship as an African-American man. What does that mean to you, and do you understand kind of what that represents to other coaches that are out there?
Well, it is. You know, everything that I've been able to experience in life is because somebody's given me a chance and given me an opportunity. And so whether it's going to play at North Carolina, working with ESPN, being an assistant coach with Coach Williams for 9 years, now for this year being the head coach, I understand that somebody gave me a chance and gave me an opportunity. And so that's one of the things my hope is that other minorities, specifically African Americans, will get a chance and get an opportunity that the University of North Carolina has given to me.
Absolutely.
How special have those moments been with Roy Williams? I mean, we see it on television, you thanking him, wanting him to come join you, but to have that connection with him and have him be here and have your back on this stage.
Well, I think it's great to have his support. He's at practices and shoot-arounds, and he's at the game. Honestly, where I get my support, first of all, is my foundation and my relationship with Jesus. And second of all, where I get my support is, and I look in the stands, is to find my wife and my 3 kids. And so those are the only 2 people that I look for. If I see my wife and my kids there, then I'm good to go.
Love it.
So, Coach Self, I got to ask you because, you know, I'm a little partial to the bigs on the inside, but McCormick, phenomenal. You're talking about coming up big on both ends of the floor, 10 for 12 from the field, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. How impressed are you with him? And just the fact I know he had injuries early, and for him to show up right now so big. Tell us a little bit more about your thoughts about him as a player individually.
Well, David is and Hubert knows David from being at Oak Hill and probably saw him play a lot. He's come a long ways since he's been in school, but he's a good player, and health hasn't allowed him to be probably as consistently good as what he's capable of. But he feels great now, and you know, we don't win the game last night unless he played really big, and he's going to have to play big going against his ex-AAU starting teammate.
Team loaded
So
Virginia.
they were. It was team loaded, and they were loaded because Armando and David were actually playing the 4 and 5 together, and they probably both fight to see who was actually the starting 4 because they're both 5s, but they would probably fight to see who was the starting 4.
Coaches, we want to thank you so much for your time for this coaches chat, and to Cara Field from AT&T.
Give it up for the
making
coaches.
it.
Let's go. We got a game tomorrow.
Good luck, you guys.